Welcome to this GitLab training video. Today we're going to look at the process for migrating projects from GitHub to GitLab. Today we're going to be looking at migrating from github.com to gitlab.com, but these steps would also work for migrating projects from GitHub Enterprise or migrating projects to self-hosted instances of GitLab Core or Enterprise editions. The GitHub migration tool in GitLab allows users to easily transition entire GitHub projects. Not only does the entire Git repository, branches, and commit history transfer, the GitHub issues, comments, labels, pull requests, wiki pages, and release notes descriptions are all converted as well. When issues or pull requests are being imported, the Github Importer tries to find the GitHub author or assignee in GitLab's database using the GitHub ID and their public email address. For this to work, the GitHub author or assignee should have signed in beforehand to GitLab and associated their GitHub account, or you should have created the GitLab user and ensured that they have a public email address on GitHub. To make sure this email is correct, visit your GitHub profile settings. If the user is not found in GitLab's database, the project creator is set as the author, but a reference on the issue about the original GitHub author is kept. The importer will also create any new namespaces or groups if they don't exist. To get started, we're going to go to the New Project page in GitLab. From there, select Import Project, and we'll choose the GitHub Importer. There are two ways to authorize access to your GitHub repositories. Using the GitHub integration, if you're importing to gitlab.com or this has been enabled by your GitLab administrator, this allows GitLab to preserve the GitHub authors and assignees. Alternatively, you can use a personal access token provided by GitHub. To obtain the personal access token, you can go to the developer settings on github.com. For this demonstration, however, we're going to use the direct GitHub integration. Next, we'll sign in to our GitHub account to authorize GitLab to access your repositories. Once it's been authorized, GitLab will list all the repositories and namespaces you have to access on GitHub. You can either import all repositories or choose which repositories to import. For this demonstration, we're going to import a simple node.js project. To start the process, simply click Import. From there, GitLab will handle the import process in the background. Depending on the size of the repository and number of pull requests or issues, this may take a few minutes. Once the import is complete, you'll see the entire repository. All of the branches, pull requests, called merge requests in GitLab, and issues. You'll also see that all of the labels you used in GitHub will be converted, as well as the comments on issues. Thank you for watching this GitLab video. For more information, visit about.gitlab.com.